Hello everyone, welcome back to Calliope Music Reviews. My name is Colin and this is Music Canon. Today I am absolutely delighted to tell y'all about the 11th studio LP from New Jersey rapper and producer Mike by the name of Showbiz. Mike, otherwise known as his producer name DJ Black Power, is back with another laid-back abstract hip-hop affair, marking an entire decade of album releases for this dude. Throughout the course of this decade, we've seen Mike develop as a rapper and producer, first captivating the underground hip-hop scene with the sleazy conscious raps of his 2017 breakout album, May God Bless Your Hustle. The 27-year-old has only continued to impress, whether it be through his jazzy experiments on disco, his opus of soulful and psychedelic production on Burning Desire, or his most recent trap and plug pit stop with last year's Pinball. Showbiz is a return to Mike's signature lo-fi sound, fully utilizing soulful samples, minimalist percussion, and deadpan flows to deliver just hypnotic hip-hop passages. Now, if there's one thing to know about Mike is that he is a sampling master. On this record, he effortlessly weaves old school vinyl rips, pitched vocals, and moody key progressions to usher these very warm and inviting, but still quite melancholy instrumentals. You still have some of Pinball's plug-inspired cuts with hard-hitting bass and smooth hi-hat play like on the tracks Da Rock and Spun Out, but you also have some rather experimental cuts like the sleaze jazz bar drums and sax sample on The Wait 2K20, or the cerebral soft electronics of Zombie Part 2, and even the alleyway horn echoes on the title track. The final track, Diamond Dancing, is especially attractive with its supremely hazy atmosphere made by these slowly teetering synthesizers, vocoded vocals, and eerie back alley ambiance. Just a really noble mix of smoky samples, dark piano keys, and fuzzy aesthetics give the record a distinct late-night blues feel that complements the maturity and wise nature of Mike's lyricism. Now, where Mike is an absolute master of hip-hop sampling, he's also quite capable as a lyricist. Showbiz explores many different personal themes of isolation, loyalty, faith, angst, depression. There are tons of notable bars throughout this album, like this line on Strange Feeling, where Mike reflects on losing his mother, or this one on Clown of Class, where he describes the paradox of self-motivated success and altruism for those who have not had the same success. And even this refrain about distinguishing what's real and really matters in one's life versus the growing threat of fake and disingenuine pursuits on the track Watered Down. Mike also revisits the old motif of hunger like he has on many of his records and uses it as a metaphor for desire. To Mike, hunger represents the pain that motivates one to improve their situation, but it also represents the danger of a lack of discipline and self-control, leading to coping mechanisms of drugs and violence. He then flips this prophetic notion to push a motivational message of self-actualization and humility, and it's far from the typical corner, you can do it motivational speech, because it's coming from such a calming and raw presence on the mic. And the insane thing about this album is that Mike will touch on all of these deep aspects of self-reflection and struggle within just 8 bars and a 2-minute song and still make it sound cohesive and put together. And yes, Mike does have some very lazy sounding vocals and deadpan flows, but his poetry breathes so much color into the music with tons of charming metaphors and creative entendres that put the listener into Mike's world, which is a world of personal growth in the face of grief growing up in a gritty and struggling environment. It's not all doom and gloom, though Mike has a bit of a sense of humor, and lines like the Reddit line on Showbiz provide another level of comfort to the rapper's grounded conscience. I think the verse that best captures the essence of this record is the second verse of Burning House, where Mike gives a powerful monologue about hard work and dedication to a potentially dangerous and unrewarding craft. A rather dreamy and minimal drumless beat gives enough room for Mike's words to be the showstopper here, really demanding your full attention. Bars like these really make you think and move along well in the album's easy and relaxed flow. Of course, this flow is complementary to Mike's smooth vocal and production styles, but sadly becomes pretty tedious as the many slower jams and extended spoken word interludes add up over the record's 47-minute length. It's easy listening, but it loses the sharp energy and memorability that made 2023's Burning Desire especially fun to listen to in its entirety, even with a similar amount of spoken samples and instrumental transitions included there. Showbiz is just not as exciting of an album, but still though, Mike's smooth streams of conscious and phenomenal beatwork capture a special little moment of reflection that supplies a true solace and a genuine one at that. Because of this feeling, I believe this album deserves a notable score, so I'm going to give Showbiz a 7 out of 10. The most memorable tracks on this for me are Man in the Mirror, What You About to Do / A Star Was Born, and Pieces of a Dream. Okay, that will do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this little review on Mike's new record. As always, I highly encourage you to form your own opinion and let me know what you think of this record in the comments. Also, feel free to suggest any other records or albums that you would like me to cover a review in the future. And with that, this has been Mike, all caps, the Music Canon, and I will see you in the next one.